came here in 1966 and fell in love with it and stayed. And I stayed for 11 years and then moved back to my hometown in Dallas, Texas. But not a day goes by, I don't think of this great little town. Not so little anymore. It's grown so much in the last few years. But it's always, every time I get a chance to come back, I jump at the chance. It's really great. And we're here for the All-American Tournament. We've had it, 42 years, I believe. Jerry Pate was the first one that won here. And these are the players that you're going to be seeing on the tour in the future. I mean, these boys are All-Americans. No question in my mind, once they graduate college, they're going to find a spot. Somewhere in the world, some tour, they will play. These young players, believe it or not, I got the big pleasure of meeting all of them last night. And I did watch the NCAA, so I got to meet the boys. I believe LSU won the NCAA, if I'm not mistaken. And I got to meet some of the kids that participated. It's one thing of watching them on the golf course and then really meeting them, seeing how big they are, tall, in shape, flat bellies, I call them. You know, I never liked flat bellies that much. But it's absolutely great to get to meet them. And you know, it's like I said a moment ago in the opening statement, these are the kids that I'm going to be watching. These are the kids that are going to win the Open, the U.S. Open, the Masters, and the PGA. And I think the U.S. Open in '71 because that was the one that I won with Jack Nicklaus in the playoff at Marion. Probably was the one because you know, when I first started in 1967, I played 13 tournaments, and then I was Rookie of the Year, and then I came back out in '68, and was fortunate enough to win the U.S. Open. But I never felt comfortable. I never felt like, I didn't know any of these guys. I never played amateur golf, never met any of them. And I didn't know whether I really belonged or not. I didn't know whether I was good enough. That was the biggest pressure ever, was after finishing a year, usually in October, and then going back in January and hoping that, you know, the tires hadn't gone flat, that you could still play. And that was the pressure. And are you going to perform like you did the year before? And when I won that tournament and beat the best in the world ever, I guess, in an 18-hole playoff, anyone can win a sudden death. Sudden death can be, anyone can win it. But to win 18 holes against a guy like Jack, and that was what gave me the confidence that I was finally, you know, in the fraternity, and I was one of the boys. And so it was very gratifying, very, very relieving to win that tournament. Yeah, I was very relieved. But you know, the golf is different today than it was in our time. We played short golf. We played, the rough was higher. We didn't have the speed because we didn't know anything about how to generate speed when we played. We played more with our knees. In other words, when we swung at the ball, we went laterally with the hips, and the knees broke towards the target. When you do that, that reduces your downswing, and it actually limits your speed. These young people have learned to take their left hip and actually get up against a wall and move their left hip around immediately. In other words, when they get up here, this left hip turns, the left knee locks, and this causes the right shoulder and the left shoulder to be extremely fast. They're not interested in hitting the ball straight with a driver. They're interested in hitting it 310, 320. Because they know if they get in the rough with a lofted club, with the speed that they have, they can put as much spin on the ball today out of the rough with a wedge as we could when we were in the middle of the fairway hitting the wedge. I mean, if we wanted to get strong, we just picked up 3 or 4 quart cans, you know. I had a hell of a forearm, you know. I mean, they want to arm wrestle this guy. I mean, that's it. Oh, this is just going to be the future. I think that every golf enthusiast that's in this town, they got to come one day. They got to come one day and they got to follow somebody out here and watch these kids. Because you know what? Who do you think they're gonna be watching when they're sitting on that television on a cold day, and these kids are playing on tour? And you know what they're gonna say? They're gonna say, you know, I watched that kid. I watched that kid at El Paso when the All-American was there. And I know him. I don't know him personally, but I've been next to him and watched him. I think he's great.